Jenna, and alongside here, Justin Irvine in the back of Paddock as we'll look over a few of the drives that you have tonight. And coming up right here in the race number 4, Coach Wendell for Vicky Stratton has had an outside post in the last 2, so a much better draw to work with. Has some gate speed, but maybe doesn't necessarily love the front end.
Yeah, looking at his lines, it looks like he does, some of his better work from on a helmet. So hopefully I can get a good spot and maybe find a good toe into it, or maybe even first over. And I think as long as he's got a horse to chase, I think he gives you a good effort.
Starlight Rambo in race 4. You were aggressive with him last week from post 9 at a big price. Now tonight, 5-2 on the morning line. Again, would the tactic be to be aggressive with him?
Yeah, he's as honest as they come. He seemed like, I blasted him from the outside, so I look to probably push forward off the wings and, either get away on the front or a good trip up close. I think he'll be right there.
Race 7, another outside post for you to work with, the illustrious Ardent. She was second, just beating a neck the last time out. She does get the slide to post 8 with the scratch of the floor. Should we plan to see her forward again?
I guess we'll just play it by ear. She's not the most solid gated pacer in the world. She kind of throws in some steps, so you kind of do have to hold on to her and nurse her through the turns a little bit. But if she could land up close, it'd be great. She'll probably be on a helmet, though, and racing late like she did last week.
A horse that you've had some success here at the Big M is in race 8, Chuck. He loves to chase down horses late in the mile. Now he's faced with an outside draw, though. Is tonight the night we plan to see if he has any sort of gate speed?
I'm going to see how he feels. If he feels like he wants to drag me out of there some, then I'll let him, but he hasn't been. He's just been kind of trotting along nice, so I just let him do what he wants. If Brett's horse runs away with him again, I think, hopefully he tows a couple with him, and, they'll set up good fractions, and he likes to chase, so he should be all right.
And in race 10, you'll sit behind Tom Swifty for the first time. And although you've never driven him before, you've watched him throughout the past few years in Ohio, where he's a competitor in the stakes program week out and week in there. Thoughts on him as he'll be up in class off of a very nice win last week?
Yeah, I talked to Braxton. He said he's, a pleasure to drive, and he really likes to race. So I don't know if the class hike is too severe. I know he's in against Tipsy Money, and that Toccoa Falls race really good last week also. It's not a cheap race by any means, but I think if he gets a decent trip, he should be along for a piece of it.
And one more to touch on in tonight. It'll be in race 11, Scotty D's Maluka Miss. She'll be down in class tonight after a solid mile last time out, where you were first up for a long ways there and against some tough company. Will you be expecting another big effort tonight from her?
I hope so, yeah. She raced really well. I got away, 5th or 6th, and slow fractions. I kind of had to move her. Kind of hoped to fish some cover in the last turn there, and I didn't. And she was going up against some nice mares, some older mares. That Louisville has been sharp, and Tony's mom, she's just a hard-hitting old mare. So I hope, with the class relief and little better post, I think she'll be all right.
Thanks, Justin, and best of luck this weekend.
Yep, thanks you, Jenna.